All right, so today we're gonna do one more day of our 5-finger retell. But what Mrs. Miller and I have noticed is that we're not always really understanding and putting those things on our fingers. So we really want you guys today to focus on putting each of those things on the fingers as we talk about them. So the thumb is our characters. So we are going to do the who, the people, the animals in the story. They go on the thumb. So when we're reading this book, I want you to think, as I'm reading, oh, that's a character. Every time I read about a new person or animal in the book. Then we have our setting, where the characters are, okay? So the pointer finger is the setting. Where are the characters at in the story that I'm reading? There might be more than one. Then the middle finger is the beginning. So what happened first in the story? The ring finger is the middle, the events. What happens to the character and the problem, if there is one. And then the pinky finger is the end, the last thing that happened, or the solution to the problem. Okay, so we're gonna reread The Snowy Day. As I'm reading it, I really want you to think about the characters, the setting, the beginning, the middle, and the end. Because today, your job in Seesaw is to record yourself putting each of those things on your fingers and telling me those. So pay close attention while I read. Turn this way. The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. So right there, just on that page, I know one of my characters is Peter. One of my settings, where is he at? He's in his bedroom, right? And I could almost say the beginning is he woke up and saw snow outside, okay? I'm not gonna do this for every page. I just want you guys to understand what I'm saying. So characters, Peter, setting, bedroom, but there's going to be more. And then the beginning, it looks like this could be the beginning, but let's keep reading. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. So really think about characters, setting, beginning, middle, end. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like this. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. Then he found something sticking out of the snow to make a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. So you still need to be thinking about characters, setting, beginning, middle, end. Again, your job is going to be to record yourself telling me each of those and putting them on your finger. The characters are, the setting is, okay? He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big, tall, heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and then put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. Really be thinking characters, setting, beginning, middle, end. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friends. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. All right, so your job in Seesaw is to hold your hand up, and you can review our anchor chart that's on the Google slide for today. If you want the anchor chart that reviews the 5-finger retell, that is on our anchor chart. But again, we have our thumb, which is our character. So I want you to physically use your other hand and say the characters are, and tell me the different characters in the story, okay? Then you're gonna use your other hand and put on your pointer finger the setting or settings. There's more than one in this story. So where were the characters at in this story? Okay, so characters, setting, beginning. What happened first in the story? Middle. Okay, this is the events, or if there was what happened to the characters, if there was a problem. And then the end is the solution and what happened last, okay? So your job is to physically put all of those things from the snowy day on your hand and record yourself in Seesaw today, okay? We just want to make sure you get it. We're almost done with our 5-finger retell. Can't wait to see it, guys.